I'm sure that everyone has heard of depression, has dealt with depression, or has been close to someone who has had depression. But have you ever wondered what depression is and how do people deal with it? Depression is a disorder of the mind that creates grief and loneliness. According to a study on depression on the website Healthline, the estimated number of adults who deal with depression in America have had at least one major depressive episode within a year of 16.2 million or 6.7% of adults. In this speech, I will discuss how depression is a mental disorder that can be caused by countless different occurrences and how there are numerous ways to treat it. Grief and sadness are considered to be normal human emotions. Normally, after a few days, they tend to go away. If a person is depressed, it is usually something a bit more. Depression is a diagnosable condition that causes a feeling of overwhelming sadness, little to no energy, small appetite with also a lack of interest in hobbies or things that would usually bring joy to an individual. Depression could lead to many other health complications. A person cannot treat depression without knowing the cause. Have you ever wondered what the clinical cause of depression was? No person understands the exact cause of this disorder, but there are countless different occurrences that may contribute to the overwhelming sadness and grief known as depression. A few factors that can cause depression are abuse, stress, certain medications, conflict, death or loss, genetics, and the list goes on. Those factors can cause the mind to become very complex and feel sad and lonely for unknown reasons. People have found a variety of treatments that help them to cope with their symptoms of depression. When diagnosed, it tends to take time to find the right treatment for certain cases of depression. Finding a treatment is trial and error due to the complexity of this disorder. A few examples of treatment that is frequently used are therapists, medications, eating healthy and exercise, support groups, and just like the causes, the list goes on. People who undergo treatment for depression tend to become happier with life and healthier. If an individual does not get treatment for their depression, this mental illness can cause many other health problems. Did you know that according to Wikipedia, the suicide rate in America in the year 2017 was 47,173 recorded suicides? When a person is struggling with depression, it seems to feel like they are in a never-ending dark shadow. Depression is a disorder that affects the mind in more ways than one. It is caused by different occurrences or events for each individual suffering with this disorder. There are countless ways to treat depression depending on the severity. Depression does not have a one-size-fits-all cure. The purpose of this speech is to inform those who are unaware of the deeper parts of depression. And that concludes my informative speech on depression.